the Peps, the Flaming Emeralds, of course, Dinah Ross and the Supreme, Smokey Robinson and Miracles, the Distance. Every now and then, we had outside, out-of-town entertainers come through from Philadelphia and New York.
And Chicago.
Yeah.
Detroit was a mainstay for entertainers from Chicago. Chicago and Detroit have always been linked musically. They used to call us the Soul Twins. And I still have many good friends in Chicago today. What about some of your experiences with some of the groups, Lonnie?
Well, my experience as a young teenager was out in Coney Gardens or Cranes Woods, as it really was known as. There was a grocery store out there that used to block off and the street and hold block parties, and the Temptations used to be there along with the Falcons, Wilson Pickett, Supremes came out there, Smokey Robinson. Great number of entertainers used to come out there to Craneswood or Coney Gardens and entertain. We also used to watch them on Friday nights. Detroit Parks and Recreation used to have entertainment for the neighborhood and the community on Fridays, and a number of the entertainers, the Drifters, came into town and entertained out there on one occasion. I also spent, as I mentioned earlier, as far as working as an employee at the 20 Grand, all of 20 Grand used to, all of the Motown artists used to appear at the 20 Grand when they weren't on the road. And that was quite a thrill to see all of the top worldwide known entertainers, practically free for that matter, and some of the most dynamic shows that they ever performed were right here in the city of Detroit at the 20 Grand.
Who are some of the groups you have the finest memories of?
Probably Temptations, Capitals, the Parliaments, Funkadelics, Marvin Gaye, Temptations, of course, with David Ruffin. There was just so many of them. I just can't begin to remember all of them. But at one time, my former wife, my first wife, was an entertainer, and I used to accompany her during recording sessions on the Boulevard, and that's where we had the opportunity to meet the Peps, and we spent some time with the Peps, or I spent some time with the Peps, and down to Mozambique when they used to sing down there, and very energetic group, the Peps at one time.
Well, speaking of the Fabulous Peps, why don't we share this clip with our viewing audience as we watch the Fabulous Peps, Joe Harris, who of course went on to be the lead singer in the Undisputed Truth, Tommy Storm, who was originally a solo artist at Thelma Records before the Peps was formed, and Mr. Ronnie Abner, choreographer supreme for the group, as they do this tune, one of their earliest ones from the Thelma CD, the Thelma Story, Volume 2, entitled, I Love You. Here's the Fabulous Peps. And that was the Fabulous Peps, Tommy Storm Hester, Ronnie Abner, and Joe Harris, singing one of their greatest tunes, I Love You. And fellas, I'd like to thank you for being here on this first edition of the Music Historians Forum. There are many stories to be told by many historians in the city of Detroit, and hopefully this will serve as an incentive to bring other people out who have memories to want to talk about them and share them with us, and to make a historical contribution to our own history that's so important to us. Thank you so much, Jerry Johnson.
Frank, thanks for having me.
Arnold Apple.
Frank, thank you very much.
It's been a real pleasure. And thank you to our viewing audience for joining us. This has been your host, Francisco Frank Garcia, the second, on behalf of the Original Historical Music Society of Detroit, saying, I hope all your memories will be warm, perfect memories. Until next time.